Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. The preservation of the Holy Quran in the days of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Since the Noble Quran was not revealed all at once, on the contrary, different verses from it used to have been revealed as and when appropriate. Therefore, it was not possible from the very beginning to write and preserve it in a book form. So, during the initial stage of Islam, major emphasis was laid on memory as a means of preserving the Noble Quran. When Wahi used to come in the very beginning, the Holy Prophet ﷺ would tend to repeat its words instantly so that they would be memorized well enough. Thereupon, Allah Almighty directed him through the verses of Surah Al-Qiyamah that he need not repeat words in a hurry immediately as Wahi came. Allah Almighty would himself endow him with a memory that he will be unable to forget the words of the Wahi once its descension has been completed. So it was that the moment the Quranic verses would come to him, they would be committed to his memory the next moment. Thus, the blessed chest of the Holy Prophet ﷺ was the most protected vault of the Noble Quran, in which there was no chance of even some common mistake, editing or alteration. Moreover, as a matter of additional precaution, he used to recite the Quran before Angel Jibreel alayhi salam every year during the month of Ramadan. In the year he left this mortal world, he completed a cumulative review of Quranic recitation twice with Jibreel alayhi salam. Again, as it was, he would not restrict his teaching of the companions to just the meanings of the Noble Quran, but had them memorize its words as well. Then the revered companions were themselves so enamored with the desire to learn and remember the Noble Quran that every one of them was anxious to get ahead of the other. There were women who claimed no meher, dower, from their husband except that they would teach the Quran. Hundreds of companions, freeing themselves from all other concerns, had devoted their whole lives for this purpose. Not only did they memorize the Quran, but also went on repeating it within their nightly prayers. When someone migrated from Makkah al-Mukarramah and came to Medina al-Tayyibah, says Sayyidina Ubadah ibn Samit anhu, the Holy Prophet ﷺ would entrust him to one of us Ansars so that he could teach Quran to the newcomer. The mosque of the Prophet was so filled with voices generated by learners and teachers of the Quran that the Holy Prophet ﷺ had to ask them to lower their voices so that mistakes are not made. So, within a fairly short time, there was on hand a large group of the noble companions who had the glorious Quran all committed flawlessly to their memory. Included in this group were, in addition to the four guided caliphs, persons like Sayyidina Talha, Sayyidina Saad, Sayyidina Ibn Mas'ud, Sayyidina Huzaifa ibn Yaman, Sayyidina Salim, Mawla Abi Huzaifa, Sayyidina Abu Huraira, Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Umar, Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Abbas, Sayyidina Amr ibn al-As, Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Umar, Sayyidina Muawiyah, Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Zubair, Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Saib, Sayyidina Aisha, Sayyida Hafsa, Sayyida Salma, may peace be upon all of them. In short, memorization of the Quran was given more emphasis in early Islam, as this was the only protected and trustworthy method given the conditions of their time. The reason is that the number of people who could read or write was very limited in those days. The means of publishing books, such as the printing press, etc., were not there. Therefore, in that situation, if writing was taken to be sufficient, it would have neither been possible to spread out the Quran on an extensive scale, nor to protect it reliably. In its place, Allah Almighty had blessed the people of Arabia with a memory of such dimensions that thousands of poetic lines would normally rest in the memory of one person after another. Ordinary, run-of-the-mill villagers would remember by heart their genealogies and those of their families, and unbelievably enough, even those of their horses. Therefore, this power of memory was well utilized for the conservation and protection of the Noble Quran, and it was through it that the verses and chapters of the Noble Quran reached all over into the far corners of Arabia.